Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we teach you all about entrepreneurship and how to create online courses. My name is Elisha, and in today's video, we interview online course expert and entrepreneur and founder of SLAYTHEMIC, Jahmeelah Gamble.
I'm ready.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification because we'll be making videos like this every week. Stay tuned.
I am Jahmeelah Gamble, best known as Jam Gamble, aka the Slayer of the Mic. I am the founder and CEO of the SLAYTHEMIC program that helps people turn their voice into their ultimate superpower. Since inception in 2017, over 700 people have come through the SLAYTHEMIC program and learned how to trust, honor, love, and just optimize their voice to its full capacity. So that's who I am. So I didn't go to school. I don't even know. Is there a public speaker school? I don't know. I didn't do any of that formal stuff. I have always been a talker. I was a kid who talked a lot, got in a lot of trouble for it. And then after I graduated from college, I accidentally launched a TV show. Yeah, that was a whole thing. So my background before all of this was, and still is, in disability awareness and education. And so my TV show, Voice for All, which I accidentally pitched, was about that. And I had a TV show for 6 seasons. So I never used a teleprompter. I never used notes for any of my episodes. I winged every single episode. And I think like literally learning from the streets, like how to speak, how to engage, how to do interviews, prepared me for all of this. And then I did a TEDx event. I was the host. I managed to convince them to let me wing it. And I was working with a speaking coach and I was like, yeah, I don't do speeches. I don't do like memorizing. I talk from the heart. Just trust me. They let me wing it. And then when I got out of that, I just started doing little small events and people would always ask me like, how do you do that? And for me, that was something that was so natural. But then when I thought about it, I was like, well, maybe I could do like a little event, like a little workshop and help people feel comfortable about using their voice. And then one thing led to another. I impulsively started a program. I just said, hey, you need help? I could help you. And then from there, I started to take on one-on-one clients. And I remember my first international client was a girl who found me on Instagram from New Zealand. I thought she was catfishing me. And then it turns out she was actually real. And so I started working one-on-one with people. The program was expanding. I was learning a lot. I had a workbook, which was unlike most programs. I actually had resources and things that people could use. And then from there, after doing the one-on-one coaching and master classes and group training and corporate training, it got to the point that I could not spread myself as much as I was before. The needs were growing. More and more people wanted to learn how to slay the mic. I didn't have the capacity to do all of these one-on-one clients anymore. And I don't like to do things evergreen. I like to teach in real time. It just became a natural pivot to say, hey, let's look into a course. Like, why slay one when I could slay 20? I think with the online world right now, and you could even look at Thinkific's numbers, they show you how quickly courses have developed over the course of 9 months. And I think some people get caught up in that hype, right? They're like, oh, let me launch a course. Let's be evergreen, make money while you sleep. And that's not my mindset. So I think if you know your intentions are pure, if you know you've been doing this from the jump and not just like, oh, let me make a course. I've been doing this from the jump. I've been doing this for 4 years. I have the numbers to back it up. I have the clients to back it up. So for me to launch a course, it was like, it's a no-brainer. But for other people, the question is, the course that you're launching online, that you want to launch online, could you run that in person? I think that's why it got so successful, right? Because I've been doing this. I had people who were able to testify and say, listen, I worked with Jam 4 years ago. She helped me overcome this. And now I'm doing that it was no brainer that when I said, hey, y'all, course coming out, be ready. People are like, here's my credit card. I love video. I do everything in video. Shout out to the Thinkific team who have like done blog posts on me. And they're like, can you answer these questions? But can I answer it in video? Like I live for video. For me, I feel connected to my students and I feel like my students are connected to me. And especially with what's going on right now in COVID, we're not able to interact with one another. So being on video allows people to feel like they're in the classroom with you, or they're in an in-person event with you. And if anything, it keeps them more engaged, more invested in the course, and more accountable. So for me personally, it's my strength. It's always been my strength. I couldn't imagine doing my business without being on video. But for people who are shy, you forget that the beauty about video is that you don't always have to be the focus, and you don't necessarily have to be like in the main shot. You could be working, you could be having your voice playing in the backdrop. Yeah, you could be doing that, but people need to see you, because once we see you, then we believe you. If we don't see you, how can I believe you? Right? There's things that you could do, but avoiding the camera altogether is not an option. Not letting your voice be heard in your course is not an option. Because if you're trying to tell people what I do is going to help you achieve these type of results, but you're not demonstrating it yourself, it's kind of like, okay, are you like, where's the proof? Like, are you a testament to your own practice? I'm living proof of what I do. So I demonstrate it every single day to my students, to my potential students, that when they watch me, they know that when they take my course, they're going to get the same type of results. I need to have an outfit that I feel comfortable in. But then again, it has to be a representation of you. If you're channeling a vibe that's not you, you're going to be so uncomfortable on camera. You're going to be thinking about this look and was this the right outfit and how is this coming across lighting wise and pattern wise and all that stuff, versus like, you know what? I love what I'm wearing. I love how I look, and I'm going to let that confidence shine through on the camera. When you talk on a day-to-day basis, do you sound like an infomercial? But some people's copy sounds like an infomercial. Are you fed up and tired of living your life day to day, feeling like you don't exist and you don't matter? Well, you don't sound like that. You don't talk like that. Basically, like, I know my copy's effective when complete strangers who've maybe seen maybe one or two of my videos say, Jam, when I read your copy or when I was looking at your website, I heard your voice. Boom, mission accomplished.
I accidentally launched a TV show, and then that's a whole other story. The point is, I knew how to use my voice, but I knew for a lot of people.
But like, it doesn't have to be over the top. It doesn't have to be all this like whimsical, like manifestation kind of language. It's be real. Meet your people where they're at. Talk in a way that they can read it, understand it, digest it, and then take action. But if you're writing something that sounds like a New York seller bestseller, then all right, cool. But can you maintain that? I've even done voice notes and then had someone transcribe it for me afterwards, because I hate typing. I'll do it if I have to. But basically, you want to put something out there that if someone called you up and said, right now, read this out loud or emphasize on this, can you continue what you wrote? Can you speak with that same conviction and confidence? If you can't, then that's not your voice in your copy. I connected with my community. I was on Instagram. I love going live anyways. I was going live. I was talking to people. You got to play, right? I don't think anyone is really an expert in courses. I mean, there are people, but if it's your first one, if you are focused on perfection, that you're setting yourself up to fail. You know, just go through the process and just see where it goes, learn from it, and catch the L if you need to. And when I go live, the feedback I've gotten from my students is that they love learning from me in real time. My content reflects the current state of the world. If I did an evergreen option, it would not address the fact that, hey, do you want to slay the mic at your next in-person event when the gag is there is no more in-person events? But because I'm live, I'm able to pivot. I also, at the start of each of my classes, so I go live twice a week. I go live Thursdays and Saturdays because I have international mic slayers. So not everyone is able to make it on a Thursday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And I think it's unfair of them to catch a replay. So I go live again on Saturday morning, which is good for me because not only am I still meeting my students in real time, but I'm able to like learn from whatever mistakes I might have made on Thursday and then switch that up for Saturday session. And then I teach differently both times. I have different styles. Some things happen and then I'm able to incorporate them. And we always have a dance party before each class. We're always on camera. And then I surprise them with the song of the day and we have like a full-on dance party. The best of it was like, one of my sessions, it was like the most recent one, we were still waiting for the results of the US election. And so I was talking about something, and I looked at the screen and I saw one of my people's faces go, and I was like, what happened? Like, Nicole, what happened? And she goes, and she's typing, and then she's like, forget it. So she unmutes and she goes, the results are in, the results are in. And we're like, what? She goes, Biden's the president. And we're like, ah! We had like this full on like crying. People were crying. We were like dabbing. There was a dance party. It was bananas. Absolute bananas. And then we went back to the course. I'm so glad we got that on camera, but it's beautiful because when we have these dance parties, and we have those moments just to kind of let loose, it builds a community. So my course, my students, it's not just to say that my course, it's to say that my community. They are family, they support one another, they hold each other accountable, and going live allows them to do that. What I didn't mention is the Slay the Mic course is only capped to 20 people at a time. So it allows me to get to know each of my students on a really intimate basis. I could hold them accountable. I feel a part of their life. They know me, versus if I had like this evergreen, I don't know my students. I know my people. I know them. So having 20 allows us to all feel comfortable enough, especially for the people who are more shy, to slowly build up their voice. And if anyone is not feeling it, we always do, after our dance party, it's a 30-second win. And so people are allowed to go on camera and say, hey, this is my win for the week. This is how I'm feeling with my voice this week. Some people might say, I'm really not feeling it this week. I'm going off camera. That's cool. We're glad that you're here anyways. So going live every week just allows me to follow them on their journey and see them from beginning to end. First of all, like I said, I took a big gamble pricing the price of my course the way it is in the middle of a pandemic. And I fought with that for a couple of days, because one, I know I'm worth every penny. Two, I know my course is worth every penny. But three, I was launching in the middle of a pandemic. So I didn't know if I was coming across as insensitive or greedy, but I know the time and the energy and the value I was putting into this course, and I would be doing myself a major disservice, and I would be slightly bitter if I didn't price accordingly. So one, the reason why my course is priced the way it is because I have the experience to back it up. Not only am I a speaking coach, I am a booked speaker, a regularly booked speaker. So I'm practicing what I preach. Secondly, you get resources. Slay the Mic workbook, Slay the Mic affirmation set, and where is it? You get a Slay the Mic microphone. So you get all of this express shipped to your door. Okay? There's no downloads. There's no PDFs. It's a workbook, colors, yes, okay? And so people get this workbook and they feel like, okay, I'm in a course, I'm in class, and all your stuff is in one spot versus like 16 notebooks. And you get the recordings of the session, and I teach twice a week, and you get a 30-minute one-on-one call where we could talk about your progress so far and strategize what you could be doing with your voice next. So if you are someone who's launching a course and your course is not picking up as much as or as well as other people's, it's for you to ask yourself, this course that I launched, do I really love this idea? Two, am I talking about it, or am I just relying on a bomb sales page? A bomb sales page could only get you so far. The people want to know the person behind the course. So does your community or your potential community or students, do they know you? Do they have a sense of how you work, what your style is? I had someone ask me when they were just about to click purchase, how do I know you're the right coach for me? I want to know what your coaching style is. And I said, I can't tell you that answer. I mean, I could give you a sugar-coated answer that's going to pull you in, but I'm not like that. What I encourage you to do is to go watch my testimonials on Instagram and see what other people have to say about me. So what are people saying about you? Because chances are, when it comes to courses, people ask around. They want to see if anyone else has taken this course. Have they been burned by it? Have they benefited from it? But if you are starting out, your saving grace is going to be you having proof of you talking about your course and why you believe in it and what you're going to help people do. If you're not doing that, that's probably why your course is not as successful as it could be. If you know someone else who launched a course, look at their course, look at their success and go, congratulations. and then that's it. But don't look at their launch and compare that to your launch. Don't look at their course and say, oh, I got to do it exactly the way they did in order for me to be successful, because it's not going to work. So one of my good friends, she makes bank with her business and her launches, like bank. My friend's rich. And I was kicking myself because we had a coaching call in January, and she's like, you got to do this, 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 and this. And I was like, all right, good. And I didn't do any of it. So when I actually announced when my course was going to go live, I was really scared that because I didn't take her advice, that my course wasn't going to sell off. And I remember the night before, I told myself, I'm not her. My business is not her business. My course is not what she's done. I am me, and I have to trust that process, and whatever happens, happens. So it's very easy to look at other people's success and think that you got to like mimic them, when really what you have to do is to go through whatever the process may be. If your course bombs, it bombs. Learn from it. Pick up. If it takes off, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to stick with that strategy, but look at it and appreciate what you did right and see where there's areas of growth.
So if you are someone who is ready to transform your voice, you are ready to say what you mean and mean what you say, you are ready to go on camera and speak with the most confidence in the world, the Slay the Mic program is waiting for you. All you need to do is tap below and say, give me the mic, I'm ready.
We're going to have more videos just like this one featuring successful entrepreneurs, so be sure to check back next week and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.